Hey everybody, this is Dustin Neely, lead pastor of Crossing Church in Louisville, Kentucky. Want to take just a moment here and welcome you to our brand new website, and just wanted to answer a question that we often get asked at Crossing. You know, one of our handles is that we are doing church differently, and people always say, well, what does that mean? Well, I think it means at least four things. The first thing is that it means we're about depth. You know, in our day and age, and particularly with our generation, the bumper sticker answers of the past are really not sufficient for the questions that we have in our day. With war and with the threat of terror all around us, and just the problem of evil and suffering in general, people want depth. So the way that we approach that is twofold. Number one, we welcome anyone's questions at Crossing. If you're a skeptic, a seeker, or somebody who's been on a journey with God for a long time and wants to go deeper in their faith, then Crossing could be a good fit for you. We do a type of teaching here called expositional or expository teaching, where most frequently we'll just open up a book of the Bible and just go through it paragraph by paragraph, seeking to mine out everything that God has said there. Our community has found that just immersing ourselves in the book and the story of God that we have in the scriptures is just a great way to grow in our faith and tackle some of these questions that come up at a deeper level. We also are a gospel-centered church. We truly believe that everything relates to the finished work of Jesus Christ on our behalf. That we need to operate out of a place of total dependence on Jesus Christ and seek to grow in our faith because of what He has done for us. The second thing that we really prize at Crossing is a sense of community. Now, with churches like Crossing, that's kind of a buzzword. You even hear it in the marketplace. Everybody talks about community. But when we say it, what we mean are encouraging relationships that inspire us to become more like Jesus Christ. That we truly believe with all of our hearts that life change occurs best within the context of relationships. And so we seek to create an environment that meets during the week called a community group, where men and women get together and they dialogue about the message, they dialogue about questions they have in regard to their faith and spirituality, and they seek to truly do life together. We don't want to be another church where people just go to church together. We want to be a church where people are becoming more and more transformed in the image of Jesus, and they're doing so within Jesus' church. The third thing that we're about at Crossing is a sense of authenticity. Now, I don't know about you, but many of us grew up in environments where we just looked at Christianity and we just said, man, there's just so much fakeness here. That all these people are kind of this way on Sunday, but then they're totally different during the week. Now, while we all know that we all struggle and we all fall and none of us are perfect, at Crossing, we want to be a church that's really about authentically living out our faith. Now, that's messy sometimes. We stumble, we fall, which reminds us for our need for the gospel. But from the pulpit all the way down to anyone in our church, we want to be a group of people that's real about God, that's real about ourselves, that's real about our sin, and that's real about what God is doing in our life. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, and you want to be authentic, well, then Crossing might be a good fit for you. The final descriptor I want to give you in this introduction is that we're about mission. You know, Crossing has not even turned 3 years old as a church yet. We meet in a high school. And what's so interesting is God has actually already called out 2 different teams to go to other cities in the country to start churches like Crossing. One is in New Orleans, one is in Cleveland. And we are seeking to live out the mission of the good news of Jesus Christ here in Louisville in both word and deed. So mission and even church starting or church planting is very close to the heart of what Crossing is about. So if you're on a journey, maybe you're looking for truth, maybe you're looking for a new faith community to be a part of that does church a little bit differently, and you're about depth, and you're about community, and you're about authenticity, and you're about mission, then we'd love to meet you. Send us an email. Or better yet, come see us on a Sunday morning. Right now we have Kids Time, a service just for kids and parents in which they learn about God together at 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings. And then our worship gathering starts at 10:30. And currently we're at the Kentucky Country Day School. Check around the website. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see you soon. Take care.